How you doing, brother? How are you? Have you heard any of this craziness? Have you ever heard of flat Earth idea?
Yes, yes.
Yeah?
Right up there with sovereign citizens, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, really? Huh. Let me ask you, have you ever looked into like the whole definition of like freedom and slavery? And seen what like freedom, actually the definition of freedom is, and the definition of slavery?
Depends on whose definition, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, there's multiple definitions, absolutely, I agree. But I mean, when you're beholden to a government, when you have a government that tells you you must pay a tax, you must forfeit some of your earned income, that is clearly one of the definitions for slavery, is when you're working for free. And we are working for free, absolutely, 100%, no doubt. Multiple months at a time each year, you're working for nothing. You know.
Yeah, that's why I don't like Democrats.
Well, that's a divide and conquer technique that they use, right? So, I don't know. All right, guys. I have video proof of NASA deception with a harness if anybody wants to have fun with that. Everybody feels that 1,000-mile-an-hour spin, right? You guys feel it? At the equator. You feel it, right? No, I don't either.
Well, no, if you're inside in a closed car, right?
Those hand signs are a little creepy, no? Come on, you have to admit. Have you seen that stuff before or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Have you heard of like the whole flat Earth idea?
Yeah, it's not really a thing.
What do you mean?
Like gravity and...
Oh, right, yeah. No, that's...
No. I went to school for like biochemistry and engineering and stuff.
Right. So what does that mean?
In his indoctrination, he knows his indoctrination, but he's never stopped.
So, look at you, grabbing that. Good for you. Congratulations. Do you know how fast it is they say we're spinning right at this moment, ma'am?
No.
All right, at the equator, they tell us we're spinning 1,000 miles an hour, okay? 1,000 miles an hour. But it does, and so here in PA, it would be like 600-700 miles an hour, because it's not at, at the equator. Now, that's not where the motion ends. Do you know that we're also circling the sun, right? And at that, the rate we're circling the sun, actually it's an elliptical pattern, is 66,600 miles per hour. Every hour, right?
I've read
and you don't feel that either, right? 66,000, 66,000, right? Okay, remember 666 by the way too, right? All right, so now check this out. You know what our degree of our tilt of our Earth is? It's 23.4 degrees, right? What's 90 degrees minus 23.4 degrees? That will give you again 66.6. Huh. Weird, right? Or I used to not believe in coincidence, or I used to believe in like oh, everything's a coincidence, it's just a coincidence. Now I'm not so sure. We also, the sun is traveling at 500,000 miles an hour almost, right? Every day of our lives that we've been alive, all for those thousands of years before, and yet the constellations are right where they've been since the beginning of the beginning, right? It's kind of hard to believe in a way, isn't it?
To take pictures of everything, you can
All right, so let's see. When did we learn that we lived on this spinning ball, right? What age do you think?
Because science.
What age?
Yeah.
Facts that back it up.
I have no idea.
Probably when right around 5, 6, 7 years old, right? When we went to school. Maybe sooner?
No, I wouldn't say sooner, but yeah.
Right, and so we learn it in school, and now the question is, really, are we learning that we live on a ball, or were we told by an authority figure who said, right? I mean, how much of general relativity are we comprehending at age 5 or 6, right? So you get told you live on a ball. We go to the movies, we see the ball, we see it on television. But yet everywhere we go, and you know what is water? Standing, resting water, what does it do? It always finds its level, right?
Oh yeah.
You poke a hole in the bottom, and you can put, no matter what shape is underneath that water, the top of it, it's flat. Every single, I mean, I've never seen curved water, resting curved water. It doesn't happen. So How the heck? Please help me here. How the heck is it bending around a ball and sticking to it while it's spinning 1,000 freaking miles an hour?
That's why it's sticking, because it's spinning.
What?
That's why, yeah, the force, right?
Well, have you ever spun a ball with water on it? You know what happens? I have. The water gets flung off.
But are you spinning as fast as what they say?
Well, we're spinning 1,000.
Flying off everywhere.
We're spinning 1,000. They say we're spinning 1,000 miles an hour. You don't feel it. None of our senses tell us that you're moving whatsoever. So
true.
So the thing, what we have to kind of go back in time and say, like, how like if I were to ask you, you prove to me, what is your best proof that you live on a ball that's spinning that water magically sticks to? I'm game. You tell me how it is that you know, that you personally figured this out, right? And I'm not trying to be, by the way, I'm just having an interesting conversation, I hope.
What about the other planets?
Okay. Well, but do they prove that we live on a ball?
No, but I'm asking, what about all the other planets?
Before we ask other questions, though, I want to hear how you're gonna. I want you to prove to me how you're gonna.
I can't prove it because there's nothing that simulates. There's nothing out here that's going to simulate that whole what you just talked about, the whole atmosphere, the spinning, the water. There's nothing that we can prove. We can't prove it that way.
Good. All right. All right. So now the other thing would be, well, could we prove possibly that it's not a ball, right? Or at least that it's
in space and they see Earth. What's it look like? Flat surface or a ball?
Yeah, I have video over here. I would love for you guys to take 2 minutes to watch it. It's like a 1-minute video, and it will prove to you, beyond a doubt, that they are using harnesses in some of their videos. It's embarrassing, the video. It's hard to believe this stuff. When I first heard it, I was like, these people are idiots. Like when I heard that they thought the Earth was flat, that's what I said. I thought I was an open-minded person too, and I would be like, oh, I'm open-minded, but then I called them idiots. I never even looked into it, right?
That's what I wanted to ask you.
So,
what's it say in the Bible about it?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in the Bible too. Check out that first one, it shall never be moved. That's in Genesis 1. It hits you with that. Or maybe it's not Genesis, maybe that's Chronicles, I think it is. Anyhow, point being though, like a lot of people will go back to NASA.
Idiots, that's why.
So that was me like a year and a half ago. He's gonna have a rough awakening. It's no fun. Do you want to see that video or no?
No. What is the video for?
The video shows the three astronauts in space. It's right here. You'll be able to see it. It's short. Here it is. All right. So here it is. This is all right. Proof. So the guy has NASA hoax, absolute proof of the harness. Can you see it a little bit? You can see the 4 astronauts. Okay. So it's 4 of them. I'm going to click play. Let me see here. Okay, here's play. I'm sorry. Okay.
I don't know. We're gonna have to check this.
First,
the man with a stripe
her hair?
top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now check the man on the
She looks like a troll, right?
right arm. Grabs the white. You see it?
All right. I messed up. This guy, I don't know if you can see with
On the right.
This guy did a flip, and he's going to reach over and hook his fingers nowhere near the man and pull him over, and you'll see him actually get edged over when it happens.
He's grabbing the wire.
All right, so look, look, the smile, they're selling it to you. Right? Wait, watch his fingers down here.
He's grabbing the wire there, look. Look, he's looking up because he sees the wire moving about.
Oh wait, he hasn't done it yet. Now he's going to reach over in a moment. Just give it a second.
Check the man on the right. USMC.
Yeah, this guy. Watch his arm. He's going to come over and hook it. I wish you could see more. Okay, here he goes.
Goes to grab him, look. But he doesn't grab him. He grabs the wire. Look, there's nothing there. But he's grabbing something.
And look, see it's tugging him? So now he's getting tugged over.
And then check him on the left. He looks down to see.
What is the purpose of the hoax?
Yeah, I don't understand. What are you trying? What's the message that you're trying to tell us?
What is the purpose of the hoax?
Okay, so and if I do this real quick at the end when he plays it real quick, the message is. Give me one more second here because it's important. I thought he speeds it up and you can really see the action of where he's getting pulled. Oh, here it is. Yeah. You see how he's getting now? Now you can really see the pull. Him getting pulled.
Okay.
Okay, so you saw that. You guys, I'm sorry that you can't see more clearly. But, all right, so now why would they be lying to us? Okay, first off, you know how much NASA makes a day from us?
You're not telling us like what this is from or
this is on the ISS. This was like on a lie.
Do you know what I mean? Like what it could have been a hoax. Maybe they were just setting it up to be a hoax. Like I don't understand what how you're proving anything with.
Okay, this is one video, and there's numerous videos online of people. The people literally watch the live streams now of the people on the quote ISS who are up in in space, and they look for things, weird glitches. There's another video I have where the 3 astronaut people, liars I call them, they glitch out and they disappear like they're on Star Trek, but the background remains fine, and the other objects that were in that scene that were floating like they were in space, they glitch out too in other areas. So only things that were glitching out were things that were actually like supposedly floating in space. Everything else remains fine.
So your point being that they never went out to the moon? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they didn't go to the moon. I don't think.
That's what you're saying.
So,
okay.
but
I was trying to figure out what.
It's deeper than that for sure. NASA supposedly takes $53 million a day. $53 million a day. How about naming some of the benefits that you've received from that $53 million for the last 40 years?
Thank you. I appreciate your
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
I appreciate it. I don't, I'm not looking to convince anybody. I'm looking for you to do your own investigation. It's utterly important because what got us into this mess is trusting people, authority figures, trusting NASA. Do you trust your government?
You know what? It's all a big mess. I trust my Lord Jesus.
Good for you. And you saw that in the Bible verses, right?
If my world is flat, then the Soviet.
And you see it here, right? I mean, when it says it shall never be moved, what part of it shall never be moved sounds like we're spinning 1,000 miles an hour?
I don't think so. No. Well, whether that has any relevance to the Earth's revelation,
the sun,
or whatever, but
there's another one where he stops the sun, and God made 2 great lights: the great light to rule the day, and the lesser light. So he said, in the Bible, it's telling us that the moon is a light itself. People have tested and measured moonlight, and it actually is like cooler than when you're in the shade. They've done it with like people have tested this out, and it's crazy. I have not done this yet. I need to do that experiment myself because I don't like just trusting other people's results, but quite a few people have done it. There's another one in here. Oh, well, they talk about the circle of the earth, right? The circle. Have you heard that one? Where he stretches out the, where is it? Oh, this is a good one. So the sun stood still in the midst of the heaven and hasted not to go down about a whole day. So it talks about the sun sitting still. But what's strange is it doesn't talk about, the earth as a ball supposedly revolving around the sun.
That's a point made for that scripture. Like that's a story. Like part of that story. It's not convincing me that the whole is like that. I mean, that's for this particular scripture.
All right, you guys know about the firmament, right? You know what You know what the firmament is? And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." A firmament is, I think the word here is rikaya. I have it here. The word firmament, used to translate rikaya. Word used in the process of making a dish by hammering thin lump of metal. So it's talking about something that's hard, a structure. And I believe that there is a dome above our heads. And that is what is contained. That's what the Bible says now. I was an atheist up until about a year and a half ago. And when I learned about the flat earth and I actually looked into it, what's happening is quite a few people are now, they learned about the flat earth, they were atheists because they believed what they were taught in school, which is Big Bang and evolution, which aren't so compatible with the way I read the Bible. There's no Big Bang in there. And so you get to this point when you're investigating flat earth as an atheist and you're like, wait a second. This place was created. Like, if this is truly flat, there's a dome over our heads. That's not like any of the science, natural stuff that we know. That's like supernatural things, right? So,
I don't.
yeah, that's, and, yeah. Well, that, I mean, you guys read your Bibles, right?
Yeah.
That's in, that's been in there, that's in there right from the, there's tons of references about, oh, this guy.
Yeah, that's the problem. People take a lot of things out of context with the Bible.
Yep.
That's why we have all this strife against
Correct.
the different religions, because one person takes, like the Jehovah's Witnesses, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
They've done that on purpose, though, because, like, literally, that's like why, the Bible was originally, you know, when it was translated, a guy named, you know, William Tyndale is, do you know who he is? He's the first man to translate the Bible from Hebrew into the English language. And he has a Bible in like 1525 or 1533. In that Bible, in Samuel 11:11, you can look it up. Samuel 11:11, it literally says flat earth is the words that he translated. That has now been twisted into open fields. So they have changed, and they use, rather than circle of the earth in like the King James Bible, the newer versions, some of the newer versions use sphere. And so we know, they knew the difference between a circle and a sphere. So somebody's lying there. Somebody's making up a lie. And either it's the circle group or it's the sphere. But a circle, we know a circle is not a sphere, right? We know that. Excuse me?
Yes, it is.
A circle is a sphere?
Depending on your platonic cuts. Yes, it is.
A circle is a sphere. Is a sphere three-dimensional or not?
It's an infinite number of platonic solids. Yes, it is. This means number. We'll all find out in the day.
All right, cool. Well, I appreciate you guys. How about the water? Can you explain how water always finds its level? I mean, you know, I'm willing to listen to you tell me why I'm wrong.
This is the most fun I've had in years.
Guys, you want? Anybody want to see the NASA video where you can see the harness? I can show you where you can see him using the harness. It's good. All right. So first off, check that. See that lady's hair?
yeah.
All right. So to her hair is like perma up, and look at those big smiles because they're selling you something, right? That's what they're doing. This guy, watch him, and he's going to reach his arm over and hook for a harness that you don't see on the screen because it's been blocked out. Here he goes, and you'll see his body actually move over when he gets a hold of it. It's coming up right now. Look what she's doing. Okay, here he goes.
But he doesn't grab him.
Watch him get pulled over.
Well, there's nothing there, but he's grabbing something.
Can you see Can you see how he's not grabbing? He's not. Hang on, let me move it forward where they fast forward this now. All right. Watch his hands now, and where the I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. If I do this, now you can see it better. Look.
You
see?
Busted, guys. Busted.
Do you see it? He's not grabbing the guy's pants. He's grabbing like a string, right?
Yeah. Well, it might have just been something that was on the wall for them to hang on to.
What about the microphone? Because the microphone does have many wires.
Yeah.
What about it? What do you mean?
They could have grabbed one of the microphone wires.
Well, there's nothing there. If you got to look it on your own computer when you're at home, when you'll be able to see this clearly. You will see what he's doing is he's hooking his hand like this, and like if I was there, he goes like this, and then that's when the guy moves. But there's nothing there. There's bubbles. I have other videos of bubbles in space. There's another one where 3 astronauts glitch out. They disappear, guys. Like on Star Trek. They disappear, but the background remains fine.
Star Trek?
Yeah, like you know when they make... oh, you guys don't even know what Star Trek is, I guess?
I do.
I've watched it.
Yeah.
Both my parents.
So old. It's depressing. On space movies, have you ever seen where people like get transferred to another place or something and they'll just disappear right in front of your eyes?
They'll glitch out.
Well, yeah. Well, these astronaut liar guys, they end up doing that on one of their live feeds.